everyone. This year I'm going to be using the Homeschool Lesson Planning Minimalist notebook from Schoolnest. In this video I'm going to be sharing how I started setting up my Schoolnest planner for the 2024-2025 school year. So hopefully you could get some good ideas on how you can use your planner. It doesn't matter what planner you have or if you even have a blank slate. Yeah, let's plan together. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to note that this, I want to say like a month ago, they came out with some new planners, and I did not choose any of the new planners because I looked through them and I just felt like this one was the one that I felt like would still suit me the best. The newer planners, there was like an art one. They're good for those who are like really creative and who want to have a little bit more of like freedom on how to set it up. I felt like I needed a little more structure. I'll go into that when I get through this, but that's why I chose this, and that's why I chose Minimalist, because I just want to see how I do with this notebook and see how much I will actually use it before getting something that's more bulkier and, you know, takes more of your time. I really love this theme as well with the nature style and the colors. So I don't know, just all of that is why I chose this notebook. But it doesn't matter what notebook you're using. They're all pretty much very similar because, you know, you're planning for homeschool and they all have very similar things in them. So let's take a look at the first page here, which is the table of contents. The first few pages are blank grid pages. Then there's a 1-year calendar overview. There's a page for field trips. There's a blank page for passwords, schedules, or anything that you can think of. Then there's an attendance tracker. There's a page that you can jot down classes that they take. There's a curriculum overview. There will be like 20 of these. There's a book list, and there's a curriculum progress tracker. Then you're going to find 12 undated monthly calendars. That also includes 12 month-in review journaling pages, which is really neat. So it's like you can use those as like reflection pages, or you can kind of, I know a lot of people will use it kind of like a yearbook where they'll put the highlights of that month and they'll put pictures in there. And then after that, there's 52 weeks of weekly goals, notes, and schedule, and the weekly lesson plan grid. So this is kind of like the main difference between this notebook and the new Minimalist art planner, is that for the weekly goals, notes, and schedule, she doesn't write that in. She leaves it blank, so you can kind of customize it how you want. You don't have to use it for goals or a schedule. You can put whatever you want in there. And that's why I wanted this notebook, is because I like that it was already written in. You know, it says goals, notes, and schedule, and I'm going to use it for that. And then finally, there's an end of the year wrap up. So I'm going to go through all of this. And so first we'll start with the blank grid pages. So what I decided to use for this are vision boards. The first page is set up for my son. He's gonna be in first grade this coming school year. First of all, I printed out, so that way I didn't have to like write it out, but I just printed out vision board, and then I put the school year. I did try to do like a little bit of calligraphy here. So I put 3 main things that I wanted my son to focus on this year. First of all, I feel like this is always the main goal, him to develop that love of reading. I want him to appreciate books and how you can learn from books. And so I want that to be the focus, is reading and enjoying reading. Another thing I put on here was art, because he's never really been like skilled with art, and he just never really had a big interest in art. So I included a curriculum for him this year, and I'm just gonna see if maybe that'll spark a new interest with art. And you know, sometimes when you get good at something, then you enjoy it. So maybe that will happen with that. I mean, it's not something that he needs in his life. He doesn't need to be a good artist, but so that he can get exposed to it and see if he likes it. And then he really loved gymnastics last year. I just put that here so that we can start that up again too for the next school year. So That's his page, and I made a page for myself as well. This is just like a personal vision board. I just put the year 2024. This is how my page looks, and then this page I still left blank. I'm actually not sure what I want to use it for, or if I will use it. I just put like a quote here, some pictures of things that I kind of like goals that I want to do. I want to increase my own reading. I put this in the middle because I feel like this is something that I want to keep in the forefront, is being connected to each of my children, and to remind myself that that's the most important thing, is to give each one quality time and to really connect with them. And then of course, you know, health and fitness and just more books. So that's the main thing, and that's how I set that up. Okay, so there was 2 blank pages here where I had to put in the months and then the days, and this one up here was blank, and I put the school calendar, and then over here it had field trips, but we're not gonna do like that many field trips if we do any. I do want to do some, but I don't think we're gonna do that much because I still have like a little baby transitioning to toddler. But I just replaced it with a Bible reading tracker. I could check off every day that I read it. And then for this, what I did was I printed out a school calendar that was on the school's website, and because he's in a charter school. So what they do is they have learning periods. They have 10 learning periods, and then they kind of highlight in different colors just how long each period is. Usually they are about a month. So he'll start in August, and then after a few weeks, you know, that's when we'll meet with his, well, we call them teachers, but they're there to just make sure he's on track, or if there's any help we need, she's there to assist us. So that's how I kind of color coded this. So that's how I set that up. And then this next page here is I used as a schedule. So it was blank, and it's just a grid page, but I went ahead and used it as a schedule. So his schedule is gonna be just a little different than kindergarten because he's gonna spend a little bit more time with the subjects. So I did a video on just this page, and I just kind of went in detail, and I went down the schedule for him and my toddler. You can check that out. I'll leave it on the cards. But yeah, this is a nice way for me to kind of quickly visualize. We're very flexible. There's so much time in the day to get school done, and we like to get it done in the morning. And so we'll have the rest of the afternoon free. This is the attendance page. So you can put the months up here and then, you know, mark it as you go. This is the classes page. If anyone has ideas of what we can use this for, because I don't really think I want to use this for classes or for curriculum overview, but I mean, this is so cute and I want to use it for something. So if somebody has an idea, please comment that below. And then here is the book list. So I kind of separated each page by different categories. So the first page here, I put academic, just anything that he reads in relation to educational books, I'll put here on this list. And then over here, I put read aloud. So things that are like above his reading level, or just, you know, lengthy chapter books that I can read aloud to him or that he can listen to like audiobook or something, I'll put here. And then I kind of color coded everything too. So this next list is like an independent book list. So anything that he checks out from the library that he just wants to read on his own, that's more like his level, I could put here. Here I have blank. So again, if anyone has an idea of what I can put on here, otherwise I could just continue using that for any, you know, the categories I already have. And then this is like my own personal book list, which I definitely have to writing in here because we both have read books and I gotta fill that out. Then there's the curriculum progress charts. This, I really cannot think of anything that I can use this for. I really don't think there is anything that we can use this for. Like, I'll be shocked if somebody comments below and gives a great idea on what I can use this for, because I just don't know, and I really doubt I'm gonna use that. Okay, so this is where the monthly calendar start. And so this, I got some stickers and I just kind of filled this in. I'm gonna start in June, which is this month. And so on the side here, I just put some goals, and the top goals are more like educational goals. And then here's more like from the bucket list that I wrote of just fun things that we can do this summer. I think because school just ended, we're both just like, we just really need a break, and we just haven't really done or started any of this except for the addition facts. But even then, it's like he doesn't want to do that every day. So yeah, I think mostly just the reading is the most natural thing that we are willing to do at the moment. I have to do another video on how the summer goals that I put, how it's working out and how I adjusted to them so far. We still need to go to the beach, and I want to make an agua fresca. So that's the goals that I have for this month. So the month in review, so we're still in the month of June, and when it's over, I would like to use this as a reflections page and also put any pictures, you know, memorable pictures, and look back on. And then it just continues that way. So obviously I'll use this as we go. So they're all kind of blank except for the month and the stickers. I love these colors. Okay, so this is the first weekly overview page. That's why I have like washi tape here on the edge so I can easily find it. But this is just like an idea, like a template of how I can use this page, because this was blank here. So I quoted a scripture up here on top, and then I put a grocery list, I put meal planning, and a habit tracker, and then I just put like a cute picture to kind of like help me to just think positive and you know, something to make me feel happy, peaceful. And then here's where she wrote in, this was already here, it says weekly goals and notes, so I can use that for this long list for that for the week, and then a schedule, and this is the schedule for his subjects. And then the weekly plan, this was just I used as a one-time thing showing my kindergarten schedule, so I have a video on that. And then this is another kind of like template of how I can use this. I use the top half for writing down some notes on a book that I was reading, The Well-Trained Mind. I'm sure you're familiar with it. It's a very well-known book in the homeschool community. I love that book, and so I just wrote down some notes. And then I spelled goals wrong here, but I put a few goals there, and then habits, again, just for the week. You know how the last week I put a list of groceries, but I used that here instead. So here I put Monday through Sunday the meal plan, and then I put the meal plan here. That's what it is. It's not the groceries. So yeah, I put the meal plan here, and then I put some things that I needed to get done. And then again, the schedule. So this is how it looks like blank. This is the weekly overview, and then the weekly goals and notes and schedule. And this is how the weekly plan looks blank. And so it continues that way for 52 weeks. And then at the very end, you'll see curriculum reflections, what worked and what didn't. I really love this. I can't wait to use this next year and just kind of like brainstorm on here and brain dump just everything that worked and didn't work, so that way you know for next year. And that's why right here it says curriculum plans for next year. End of the year wrap up, what went well. This is not just on curriculum, but just everything. And then the end of the year wrap up, focus for next year. That's it. Let's see. And that was it. So here's the back of it. I'm just so excited to start using this and to use those pages also to like add pictures. And this is a really cool planner, not just to plan, but also to use it kind of like a yearbook and to add pictures and add just almost like a journal too. Like you can write down like reflections. It just is so helpful in so many ways. The only downfall, I guess I would say, is like, I know a lot of us don't have a lot of time. So if you feel like, you know, you just don't have time to do all this, that's understandable. But yes, that's how I used my notebook so far, how I set it up for the year. I hope that gave some good ideas on what you can use with your planner, whether it's Schoolnest or whether it's any other planner that you use, or even just like your own bullet journal or pages that you want to use in a notebook. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.